Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's that time of the week again for marquee matchups. And on the screen here, we have the UCL matchups that have happened so far this year, and also regular marquee matchups. Let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit so you guys can actually see it. So we had 3 weeks of regular matchups. So the first round of UEFA marquee matches was Ajax, Liverpool, PSG, Man U. Had them and City and Juventus. And then we had Lokomotiv Moscow, and Real Madrid. So what to look for this week? Originally, I had Inter and Real, but they were literally just in. I'm going to look a couple other ways. And with Thanksgiving coming up this week, I think there might be a turkey theme this week. Get it? Thanksgiving, turkey. So I think possibility that Man U versus Besiktas Turkish Super League could be one of the matchups. Marquee, excuse me, in week. So OM's actually been in already, so I don't. So OM plays Porto. I think that's the matchups this week in that group. And we have RB Leipzig and PSG. Dortmund versus Club Brugge, and I think maybe Gladbach versus Shakhtar. Because I don't think Inter Real is going to be in, so that's the other actual big matchup in that group. And let me hop over here to where I have, and let's look at the standings. I think Bayern play RB Salzburg, and it's Athletic again. That definitely won't be in. Mönchengladbach and Shakhtar are the top two in Group B, so I think that's going to get in. I think that might be the matchup this week. Mönchengladbach has 5 points. Shakhtar has 4. Real has 4. Inter has 2. Inter needs to win this game because that could literally leapfrog them up into first. And that, well, actually, no. Whoever wins the Mönchengladbach Shakhtar should be in first. Inter could be second. Yeah, Inter could be second. So it's kind of funny that Shakhtar they literally beat Real. I think it was 3-2, and they've literally drawn. They drew and lost, and they're -5, but they're in second place. So I think Mönchengladbach Shakhtar is a good shout there. Porto Marseille. I don't know. Liverpool plays Atalanta. I don't think Liverpool's going to be a matchup. Dortmund Club Brugge, I think, is another matchup that's a key. Dortmund have 6 and Club Brugge have 4. So that's a big game. Group F. And then I mean Man U and Basak, however you say it, Basakir, whatever you want to call it. I mean that's kind of a big one too. Like that group's literally Group H is still up for grabs. So I'm gonna go with I think Mönchengladbach, Shakhtar, Dortmund, and Club Brugge are the 2 that I think get in. And then the outside shot is their Man U. It's somebody out of Group H. So Man U versus Basakar, Leipzig versus PSG. PSG's already been in. Man U's already been in too. So I'm thinking that they may go with teams that haven't been yet. So Dortmund and Mönchengladbach and Shakhtar are the obvious one. there anything you can get for this? Well, let's go look at the last. Um, have the oh here we go. So Locomotive and Atletico is one player from Russia. Same count max 3 rare 75 7 and Inter Grid one UCL player. So I mean, I don't know that there's really a lot that you could invest in. I mean, probably if I were to look where I would look, you know, so you got Bundesliga slash German. Shakhtar, I think, in like because you have actually Dortmund and Gladbach. That's the other thing. They have two in the same time. I don't know if they do. So there's a possibility that 75 to 77 rated Bundesliga players just I would look German easily link cards throw in there and rare as well. You know, a couple rares. That's kind of what I'm thinking for that. So that we'll go back and look at the others players from home. Yeah, so it looks like they flip flop week to week. So this was the last one. Main matchup had players from Real. So I think it's going to flip flop. I think the lesser of the two is going to be minimum one player from their club. So I mean, I don't know who they would have. If I had to guess, Mönchengladbach versus Shakhtar would be the matchup. So that would go in the spot, and Dortmund versus Club Brugge would be in this one. So maybe if you look for Dortmund players or Mönchengladbach, the way I look at it, I don't think you can go wrong with that one because I think one of those clubs gets in. Um, you know, maybe stay away from Shakhtar and Club Brugge unless you go like for the UCL or common player. People may look for that. So that's kind of what I would look for. Um, the UEFA matchups, the UCL matchups. Um, next next 4 weeks, we have UEFA marquee matchups and regular marquee matchups. There's a lot going on. So yeah, they actually finished up first round or not the first round, the first group. So basically, everybody moves on. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in UEFA matchups. Let's go to regular marquee matchups because I think I have a little bit of a beat on it this week. I have to apologize. I don't think I hit any of the matchups last week. Let me look at what I had because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did not hit any last week. Did have nope. I did not even have anything written down that was written down. Get in. So I apologize for that. So um, we're gonna look at we'll go. I'm gonna click on these here. So in this spot this week, I think is going to be Fenerbahce versus Besiktas out of the Turkish Super League because obviously marquee matchups come out on Thursday. US is Thanksgiving holiday. So Turkey, Thanksgiving, like I said, if there's not a Turkish league in marquee matchups, look for some sort of a Thanksgiving pack or that will require like Turkish silvers. And I'll show you. Excuse me. I'll show you what I have on my transfer list. But I would just look at cheap silver players from Turkey. And even you could go team specific with Fenerbahce or Besiktas. Um, you're going to be in this range here, maybe a little lower, maybe like 72, 73 rated, maybe. I don't know. They could do 74, I guess. So get a couple Turkish players there and win some golds to mix it up. The rares, so the Turkish silver rares will probably sell pretty well. I've made probably in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've made about 250K just from like marquee matchups type and then selling on either when they come out or going into types. That's the first matchup I think could get in. Um, Next up, I'm gonna go this spot here. I am gonna go Napoli and Roma. Um, so where I said, and obviously, like none of, in my opinion, none of these games were key matchups or matchups. So like I thought the whole point of marquee matchups, meaning big games. Please, like literally, Man City Tottenham was a game. Tottenham spoke them. I don't know. Anyway, Napoli versus Roma. So we're going to be looking somewhere probably minimum. I could see minimum one from each club or minimum two from Serie A. Minimum five clubs. Minimum probably. I'm going to say two rares. Gold players. I'm going to say. I don't. You know what? I don't even think there's going to be a gold number of gold players. I'd say 75, 75 quad rating. So look to get some rare players on bid. I think the minimum rares is going to be at least that one. But 75, 75 is pretty fair. That's a pretty big matchup in Serie A. I do have. Well, we'll go to the ones. I'm going to give you all the ones I think should be in. Then I'll list a few that I think could get in, and then we'll see if I'm 0 for 4 again this week or 2 for 4 or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking for that matchup there. This one here, I'm gonna flip flop. So I think this one could be Valencia, Atletico Madrid. If you did not see, Atletico Madrid won 1-0 over Barca today. So this appears to possibly be Atletico Madrid's year to possibly um, win. I know it's early, but I'm just saying this possibly could be their year to win La Liga. Sociedad and Atletico Madrid are tied for first. Villarreal is one game back, and Real Madrid is sorry 1 point back. Real Madrid's 3 points back. So after that, it drops off a little bit. Barcelona are literally in 10th. What am I looking for here? Valencia. Yeah, so Valencia is 11th and Atletico Madrid's second. So there's a possibility. So I'm going to give you actually two possibilities for this. Is kind of one of the other that I thought, but now looking at the table, I might switch that. So I have Valencia Atletico here. So it would be one player from each club, probably around same max, or max 4 same league. I would say minimum two rares here as well, 75 and 80 fair. The other matchup so Sociedad is first, Villarreal is third. So that's another matchup that I had. So I'm gonna actually probably flip flop that. I'm gonna go with Sociedad and Villarreal instead of Valencia Atletico. So not necessarily in a bad spot with some of the few of the cards that I bought. I'll show you. So I'll probably go back to Sociedad, Villarreal, and get some club. We'll look at those actually on bid here in a minute. So that's what I'm looking for in that spot. Then in the last spot, I think it's Chelsea and Spurs. We go to the Prem League table real quick. That's a huge matchup in the Prem. Tottenham and Chelsea are 1-2. Leicester or Liverpool go above Chelsea, but they could tie Tottenham, or Leicester could actually leapfrog both. So it would be second, third, first and second, first and third. Anyway, that's a huge matchup. Um, some of the separations starting to get going in the Prem. Um, so I think Chelsea definite shout for this spot. One player from each club, minimum at least two Prem players. Same club, max three. I agree with that. Rare. We'll stay with the two, and then 77 to 85. And again, look at rares, non-rares on bid. I never really spend a whole lot. I mean, Prem and La Liga, you generally count on getting a little bit more for your flips, marquee matchups. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. So kind of go back through this again. This matchup I have Fenerbahce versus Besiktas. This one Napoli versus Roma. This one I have either I changed. It's gonna be Sociedad versus Real or Valencia versus Atletico. But based on the table, I think it should be Sociedad versus Real. This spot here, I feel Chelsea versus. So the only other two matchups that I had written down that I think could get in is Inter versus Sassuolo. I keep expecting Sassuolo to get into marquee matchup predictions. They're literally, in my opinion, they're outperforming Serie A this season. Let's go to the table real quick. Just maybe I could be wrong now. Maybe they dropped. Nope, they're still in third. So it's Milan, Juventus, Sassuolo, Napoli, Atalanta. Lazio is seventh. So literally, where's Inter? Inter's actually eighth. Sassuolo's third. So I mean, that's another kind of key matchup, early in this season, in Serie A. So who knows? But I think that could be another potential matchup. And the only matchup from Ligue 1 that kind of remotely interested me was Saint Etienne versus Lille, but Saint Etienne has dropped off dramatically. They've lost like 5 in a row. So, see who else. Angers Lyon could be one. AS Monaco upset PS. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot off. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, I think I have it narrowed down to what could or should get in, but as evidenced by this week, it didn't work out too well. So let's hop over to old FIFA here. Get on the screen. So let's go to transfer list. And list some stuff. So yeah, I had a bid on a Zaha card. Probably that didn't go. Actually got this Dyer. I'll just keep listing. Spurs get in, it'll sell just like that. Same with Vitolo. Um, these, yeah. So this is kind of some stuff that I had. I sold quite a bit of stuff this week. So we'll go through here and I'll show you what I bid on. So I got some Milik, Guedes, Letano, more Milik, some Gomez, Mkhitaryan, Gomez, Pellegrini's out. And notice all these are pretty good nationalities. Did get an Osman, Bakayoko. I gotta picked up that Rodrigo for a Venezuela, Cristiante. So like all these are excellent nationalities, and decent positions too. Left mid, center mid, or CMs, right backs, etc. I get in. I got a couple of non-rare gold. Excuse me, non-rare gold CDM, CB, Cam. Here's our investments for Turkish Super League. So any of these could come in handy. I'm not sure why I have that. Did I pack it? Bought it. I don't know. All right. We're just going to list this guy for 600. See if we can double our. Not sure why I have that one there. That's a little bit of the stuff I have. So let's go to the transfer market. Let's go the do this real quick and then we'll get out of here. Might have to turn the cam off. Okay, there's the side odds. So I just go do that and I'm going to avoid that for a second. Looks like some of these guys are actually up. Stay away from gold. Yeah, I wouldn't go over 600. Wouldn't go over 600 coins. Snag that guy. But I think easily I can get 1,000 coins out of that. So there's a bid. Normally I say to stay away from goalkeepers, but like Serie A, or excuse me, La Liga, things like that, you can go ahead and snag. Um, 500 there. So that's literally what I do. I just go here, see what I can get. Grab that guy for 6. That's a goal. That guy, since he's a non-rare, I'm going to stay away from him. Since Romero is a rare, um, represents just a little bit more, and he's 80 rated. There's a little bit more value there in that selection. Maybe you could go like, you know what? I will show you guys. I'd go William Jose there for 700. But that's about as high as I go. 50s. Usually, what I do is I go up about a minute. Like all these are, in my opinion, they're good value for just bidding on. I'll go up to a minute. You know, I don't like to overinvest, so to speak. Try to get enough that covers me, and then I can make some profit off. Go good position, good nationality. So no more than 7. All right, so we got a few cards there from side odds. So I ended up running out. So play some stuff all over. And good thing I know this. Again, I always tell you, squad battles is another good time to bid on some of the stuff. I'm going to stay away from that guy because he's not a very good nationality. See, I should have gone a little. 50 coins, no big deal. Skip that. Literally, this is what I do. I do a little bit now. Actually, probably won't be able to do a lot more. Kubo, he's not a good national. So I mean, I'd be careful with that. I mean, does he in La Liga? So I mean, he will link. It's just not a. I like the nationalities because they provide that hard link, that green link for you in the marquee matchup. Alcacer will go. Argentina's not bad, so we'll go 650. I don't. I can say if I could get him for 3, then yeah, I'd be in on that. But no. So basically, that's what I do. Throw these up on the transfer list, and go to my transfer targets. And I'm probably gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna run out of space. Yeah, so I literally want all these on. So I'll make anywhere from like 650. I'll sell them for probably like the rares you can sell easy 1,000 coins. I'll make anywhere from 300 to 400 coins. On that. The non-rares I sell for about, I don't know, 80 rated, good nationality. I'll sell it for probably 700 to 800. Make a decent little profit. On that. So I literally have all these. Yeah, I lost out on that. Yeah, I literally on all these on bid except for that one. So that's what I look at. We're gonna end up running out of space. So I literally have to. So actually, I can send all that to the club and have one left on. Literally, my transfer list is full of fodder, but not really fodder, but cards for UCL MMs, marquee matchups this week. So that's what I do. So that's my thoughts on UCL MMs and regular marquee matchups this week. So hopefully do better than we did last week because we did not even hit one. All garbage matchups in my opinion, but it is what it is, and we move. So appreciate you guys checking it out. We'll be back. What's today? Saturday. We maybe late tomorrow or Monday with our team of the week 9 predictions. So we're gonna do. I think we're actually gonna do 2 predictions. One for team of the week 9, and then I'm actually gonna do another video for best of because we have Black Friday coming up. That's usually a best of team of the week. So we'll look at potential best of team of the week cards in there. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Check me out on Twitter, Hunter1970Ghost, and twitch.tv/GhostHunter1974. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Appreciate you checking out the videos, and we will catch you later.